Hwaseong, South Korea, a farming district south of Seoul. Between 1986 and 1991, 10 women were raped and murdered here. It became the basis for one of Korea's best-known crime films, a story about detectives who spend years hunting a killer they never catch. 10 women, 5 years, 1 killer, uncaught for more than 30 of them. The killings stopped after the 10th. The case went cold, and stayed cold, for decades. Under Korean law at the time, murder carried a 15-year statute of limitations. One by one, the window to prosecute each of the 10 killings quietly closed. By 2006, all 10 had expired. But in 1989, 2 years before the killing even stopped, police had already arrested someone for the 8th of the murders, the killing of a 13-year-old girl the year before. His name was Yoon Sung-yeol. He was interrogated for about 3 days, nearly 75 hours, without real sleep, denied adequate food and water, forced to do repeated squat jumps, and beaten until he signed a confession. He had walked with a limp since a childhood bout of polio. The squats were especially cruel. He was convicted on that confession. His sentence was fixed at 20 years. He served all of it and was paroled in 2009. Still, as far as the law was concerned, guilty. 10 years later, in September of 2019, a national DNA database returned a match on decades-old evidence. It pointed to a man already serving a life sentence for a different murder. Lee confessed, not to 1 killing or 10, to 14. One of those 14 was the murder of the 13-year-old girl, the same one Yoon Sung-yeol had already served 20 years for. The law could no longer touch the man who actually confessed to it. Its own clock had made sure of that. Yoon Sung-yeol asked for a retrial. In November of 2020, prosecutors stood in court and apologized to him directly for what their own investigation had done 31 years earlier. On December 17, 2020, the Suwon District Court found him not guilty. The same day, the National Police Agency formally apologized. The confession that convicted him, the court ruled, had been extracted through illegal detention, sleep deprivation, and forced exercise. In March of 2021, Yoon received Korea's maximum statutory compensation for the 20 years, 2.5 billion won, roughly $2.2 million. A separate civil suit the following year awarded him nearly 2 billion won more, plus a further sum split with his 3 siblings, the court ruling that police torture and forensic errors had been unlawful. Lee Chun-jae is still alive, still in prison, but not for Hwaseong. He was already serving a life sentence for a separate murder from 1994. For the 10 killings he confessed to here, he will never stand trial. 10 murders, 14 confessed to in the end. A confession finally from the right man, 33 years too late for the law to matter, and just in time to clear the wrong one. I read the confession. I read the statute. I read the 20 years. The record holds all 3. And the arithmetic still doesn't come out even. 10 murders.